meals just like Mom used to make. Find more information at julieshomestylecafe.com or follow their page on Facebook. Hey, we are back here on Tuesday Night Tune-Up. Again, we are live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. We thank the Pizza Ranch for being our host venue. We thank all of our sponsors on board for this year, including Nutrien Ag in Keswick, Iowa, Sigourney Body Shop, Julie's Homestyle Cafe, Copeland Auto Body, Sigourney Motors, Sinclair Napa in Sigourney, and James Family Greenhouse. We did have to start up the video again, but we are recording the whole thing. So, of course, we had some technical snafus on the first night, but looks like we have a nice steady stream going right now. Let's take it back to Safe Grafke with our guest for tonight, Mr. Logan Anderson.
Alrighty, welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. It is time for our big interview of the night. This driver hails from Eddyville, Iowa. He has won the IMCA Super Nationals before and countless other wins beside that. We are honored to have here tonight the driver of the number 53 modified Herbie fully loaded Logan Anderson. Logan, thanks for coming on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So it's a busy season already for you. You guys have already gone and raced some. You won a big race last weekend at Burlington at 34 Raceway. Why don't you kind of tell us about how the season has started? New car, a lot of new components for your team. Why don't you just talk us through some of that?
Yeah, moving up to the modified was definitely a big jump that I figured I ought to take at some point. I won over 100 features in the sport mod class, so figure at some point if you're disappointed to go to the track and get second, you should probably move up and take on another challenge and
Sure.
My racing career.
Yeah, absolutely. You've worked your way up through the rank of sport mod, which for a long time has been one of the more challenging classes. You've had so many big names that have stayed in that class, Carter Vandenberg and Braden Carter and McGuire DeYoung and a lot of these very elite drivers that are in that class, and you've gone and you've competed very well against them. You've won the Super Nationals, which I think sport mods up there is one of the toughest classes by far to win. So yeah, modified's definitely a huge jump. And going from the sport mod to the modified, what are some of the biggest differences so far that you've noticed between the two?
Just like how the car stays up on the bars. You got to ride the brake more in a modified than you did in the sport mod, kind of, and that's a little bit hard to get used to. But I think I kind of figured it out somewhat quick and was able to just get the feel for the modified. It was just, I've had ran sport mod for so many years. I know what feel I want. So the first couple nights in the modified, I was trying to find that feel again of just getting the right rear stuck and how I want the car to feel. And we got her pretty close. Andy at Precision Performance, got me close as a baseline setup, and we tuned on her a little bit and was able to pick up the win. The third night out. So definitely cannot complain.
Yeah, and one of the things like a lot of guys talk about, or when you go from a sport mod to a modified, is having the full sail panel. Your wing on the back there is a little different as well. So from a standpoint of when you talk about how the car feels, how much different